Panic attacks are not fun. Recently, I had a panic attack after not having one for a good while, and this helped me learn and test some tips on getting through these panic attacks and preventing these panic attacks. This experience reminded me of how bad panic attacks can really be, and I thought I would help you guys out on ways to calm yourself down from a panic attack. I also understand that some people have never gone through a panic attack, and if you haven't, I would use this video for future knowledge if you do go through one in the future, because a panic attack can really rattle you and shake you up. So a brief explanation of a panic attack is a period of debilitating anxiety, and at least for me, a period where you feel like you're gonna die because of this intense amount of anxiety. Panic attacks are terrifying because they leave you frozen in fear and you're not sure when these are going to end. That brings it on even more. And they're really scary because it's just these intense moments of just anxiety, and it just comes out of nowhere or has a small trigger. I understand that during a panic attack, it's extremely hard to think about, oh, I need to breathe, I need to do this, I need to do this. But try your hardest, and these tips can help you through these moments. So during my latest panic attack, after I woke up, my brain thought that this was never going to end. It felt like my soul was being sucked from my body because my medication makes me feel a little foggy. I attempted to take deep breaths, but it just ended in shallow breaths, which led me to panic even more. And it only ended once I was basically exhausted from the panic attack, and it just went away. It's also good to know that these panic attacks are going to be short because your body can't handle this intense amount of anxiety. So after a while, your body just becomes basically numb, and your body becomes exhausted. So you can't really have these for a long period of time. So through this, I've learned many strategies that are going to help me and you through our future panic attacks. So first off, stopping these attacks before they happen is very important. Panicking is a downward spiral, so getting rid of it early is the best case scenario because it's the easiest, and as you panic more and more, it becomes harder and harder, but it's still very possible, and eventually you will get out of the panic attack. So the first tip to getting out of this early stage of panic attack or during the panic attack is a shocker: breathing. Breathing is very important to get enough oxygen in your body. I've learned recently of the 4-7-8 strategy, which is breathing in for 4 seconds, holding it for 7 seconds, and then breathing out for 8 seconds. You want to exhale longer than your inhale, because if you exhale all of the CO2, your body will be forced to inhale more oxygen, leading to your body to relax more. Also, on these exhales, your body tends to relax. When you inhale, your muscles tighten, and when you exhale, the same muscles relax. So another way to get out of these panic attacks or stop them before they happen is being aware of your senses. Some people will close their eyes or focus on one point in the room to draw all their senses to one area, so their senses are focused on one thing and not what's going on around you or not what's going on internally inside of your body. One thing that I recently learned is to try to activate all your senses at once. So your sight, smell, hearing, touch, and taste. By doing this, your body can only focus on your 5 senses, and it's really hard to focus on the panic. I've used this a little bit recently when I've had high anxiety, and it's helped me out a lot because it gets my brain off the anxiety, because I literally can't think about whatever I'm trying to because my senses are basically being overloaded. And lastly, tell your brain that you know that this panic attack will end. Tell yourself that's not going to go on forever, and give yourself positive affirmations saying that you're doing great, you're going through this perfectly. That can really help you out. You could try praying if you're religiously affiliated, or try to do something, talk to someone about it. I know during panic attacks it's really hard to think about anything else, but try to get your mind off the topic. That's the best advice I could give you. Panic attacks are not easy. I used to struggle with them a lot, but as time progressed and as I learned more techniques, they have severely shrunken in the amount of times that I had them. This panic attack was probably the first in like 2 months, which is pretty good for me. Your panic attacks will get better. They will go down. They will get less worse. Just know every time you have one, the next one's never going to be as hard as the first one. These panic attacks will reduce over time because as you learn these coping strategies, there's no way that they could be stronger. Just know that each successive one is going to be less stronger than the previous, because your body will naturally adjust to these. Panic attacks are not fun, and I know that you will get through these, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one.